A youthful prince by the name of Siddhartha Gautama once reigned over the ancient kingdom of Kapilavastu. He was the heir apparent to the throne of his father, King Suddhodana, and was therefore born into a position of great wealth and power. Well, there was nothing Siddhartha couldn't have asked for in his palatial accommodations, but as he got older, a growing unhappiness inside him wouldn't let up. Siddhartha wanted to go out and see the world outside the palace gates, so one day he asked for permission to do so. The monarch was concerned, but ultimately gave his consent in the hopes that the trip would help calm his restless son. Siddhartha rode beyond the royal walls with his trusted charioteer, Channa. Along their travels around the kingdom, Siddhartha was exposed to the inevitable truths of life, aging, illness, and death. The young prince's heart was open to the plight of others through these experiences. Siddhartha and his companions were returning to their hometown when they ran upon a traveling ascetic, a renunciant who had abandoned earthly possessions in favor of deeper spiritual knowledge. As Siddhartha observed the ascetic, he was struck by his calm attitude and sense of contentment. When he couldn't go to sleep that night, Siddhartha thought about how transitory happiness is and how inevitable pain is. He decided to investigate the meaning of life and the universe more thoroughly. Without telling anyone, Siddhartha made a choice that would change the course of his life. In the glow of the full moon, he stole out of the castle, abandoning his royal garb and treasures. Dressed only in his robes, he stepped out into the night with just the stars for company. Siddhartha's quest for knowledge led him to several hermitages, where he met with illustrious gurus. In an effort to rise above the tragedy he had seen, he underwent severe austerities, including fasting and self-mortification. Years of austerity led Siddhartha to the realization that he was on the wrong path to enlightenment. His body weakened and his strength diminished, while his restless soul remained unsettled. He saw the flaws in this strategy and came to the conclusion that there must be another, more well-rounded method for achieving enlightenment. Siddhartha made this commitment when he sat beneath a Bodhi tree on the Niranjana River's banks one day. He was in a profound meditative state when Mara, the embodiment of desire and temptation, began to seduce him. Siddhartha, however, did not waver in his resolve. It was with the dawn's first light that Siddhartha realized his true nature. The fact of suffering, its source, its cessation, and the way to its cessation were all crystal clear to him, as were many other things along the path. At the age of 35, he attained enlightenment and became known as the Buddha. At that point, the Buddha made it his mission to share the Dharma, the teachings that led to his own enlightenment and freedom, with anybody who wanted to know how to put an end to their own suffering and discover true contentment inside themselves. Through his great renunciation, Prince Siddhartha learned the truth, compassion, and deep knowledge that would lead countless creatures to enlightenment for eons.